Hello, I'm Angellighttarot23. I'm a clairvoyant medium. I do tarot readings, and I talk to the spirits, and I follow signs from the divine. I can't only read tarot cards. I can read the signs from the universe, like numbers. I see stuff in the clouds. The animals send me signs. It's just like, I'm breathing hard about that because some people just don't understand. Doctors and therapists will be like, oh, you're hearing and seeing stuff? Like you're a psycho. I feel abused by society. I literally am just going out there and just screaming my head off randomly. I don't care who sees. They act like I'm invisible anyways. So, fuck it. We have this Emperor, a King of Swords, the Lovers, a choice in love, somebody you can choose to give your love, attention, support to. Two of Pentacles. They're struggling with multiple priorities that somebody needs to do with whoever they are choosing. We have Temperance. Balance needs to be restored, or the Temperance Angel is helping keep the balance. We have Eight of Cups. Walking away from illusions. Somebody's faced with taking a look at these dole options. I don't know, I guess sometimes it's important to take a look at the dollar options. We have Knight of Cups. Somebody looking to take action that can be fulfilling in some type of way. I think to bring a tower moment to somebody. Like sometimes bringing a tower moment to somebody else's shit they're building up can be fulfilling. With breaking up, somebody does rituals. 25 to 34. Love, spells, trickery, cruel intention, black magic. Somebody's a pro at doing that stuff. Group approach, be wary of what they want. Like, they work together in doing these rituals. If someone is feeling hurt in a situation, could be karmic activity. Somebody needs to stop their fucking shit right fucking now. Type of thing. We have King of Cups. The Star. Nine of Cups. Contentment. There's upheaval. But people are just trying to be at peace during the upheaval. You know, it's a self-defense mechanism. Seven of Swords. While we clean this mess up, somebody's a fucking wannabe dumbass bitch. Motherfuckers are out here, already have a whole fucking life. They got a whole bunch of fucking money. And they want what you're building up for yourself. Fuck that. I will have them fucking murdered. I would. And if you guys did the same, you know, helped get them murdered, I wouldn't blame you. Here's the thing, guys. Motherfuckers get their little crystal ball and their magic mirror and they say, who's the fairest bitch of them all? I pop up. That's what it is about me. That's what's so important about me. I'm a little bit mad at some fucking hoes connected to the Illuminati. But don't worry, guys. I'll get them. We got the devil. Control. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody taking action with money, some kind of materials. The devilish, the materialistic fucking greedy assholes. Period. And they play in with everybody. You follow them scripts. Who do you think is at the top when it comes to that shit? You know, it trickles down. You don't even know what fuck you're a part of. Motherfucking dumb assholes at the top. Looking like mops. They're fucking fake ass shit. They fucking go use their little crystal ball, look in the mirror and shit, do a mirror scrying, and then they do a fucking ritual, and they want to look like you and me out here on the streets, and there's a reason they're fucking so obsessed with us, and that's because we're special. You gotta figure it out, what it is about you that's special that they're fucking saying that they got going on. Because they don't got it, really. And when you get to the point to where people gotta check, is that bitch the bitch, or is that bitch the bitch? And then they see how pathetic the one bitch is who copied everything and is trying to make claims. That bitch looks so goddamn pathetic. They're like, put her on the show for $20 fucking dollars. Bet nobody even fucking buys that hoe. We got Ace of Wands. And you can't just make swapsies. Like, if you're that hoe that's really worth $20 fucking dollars, plus a little shipping, if you're not really the one, when it comes to the guys at the end of the line, they're gonna make sure you're on the shelf and shit. They know. They're like, this ain't the right one. Right? No, this one no gonna stay on the shelf well. So that's what happened. Like I said, don't worry. We're gonna get it solved. No problemo. What kind of shampoo is your guys' favorite shampoo for the carpet? Which one do you guys think works the best? I used to work for Kirby. It works pretty good, but I feel like it depends on the mess. What tools are best? I guess. We got Four of Pentacles. Somebody's trying to control somebody. You know, that people in their devilish energy I was talking about. They don't want to freaking let go. Or they just mentally don't understand where they're crossing lines and they're looking like the fucking dumbass. I mean, I try to be nice and I tell them, but they don't take us seriously, and then they're fucking the mop. And then they get shelved. And they're living shelf life. And they're like, how did this happen to me? They did it to themselves. We got hermit mode. You know, as people go within and they actually take time to meditate. Some people don't. They don't have a lot of time to do that. But once they do, they think about how things really are and they're like, well, maybe I was wrong. Or maybe they were wrong. Or the stars are in alignment for you now. The real individuals were meant to live shelf life. Their time has come. Stalking. People they just have people needing to turn to what makes them grounded and stable all the time, because it's hard to just do your thing out here anymore because they're so like about getting you to give them attention. It's like you're just trying to do your thing and they're like, pay attention to me, I'm trying to fucking get in your way and stuff. And then you're like, okay, it better fucking be important. And then they're like, fuck you, bitch. And you're like, really? Oh, you're gonna get fuck you, bitch later. And then they do. You know, we try to focus on the positives. However, they're like, the negatives! There is no key to happiness. The door is always open. It's like they fucking get your attention, say, look at this negative stuff, and then you start getting a bad mood because you had to focus on the negative stuff, and you told them it better fucking be important, and it wasn't. And then they're like, oh, just focus on happiness. Just go back to what you were doing. Sorry. And you're like, what is wrong with your fucking brain? I'd like to put a bullet in it. We got shh. Somebody had sex. Don't make it obvious, but make it obvious. Divine power. People are choosing to hold on to their personal power at this time. They see. I see. You see, I'm the fairest bitch of them all. So, I'm going to have to take a little time in meditation to figure out the fairest way to find us all some healing in this. Because it's not just me that's affected. I got gathering information at this time. After this realization that certain people just aren't anything like they thought they were. And you're everything. Once you have that realization, you just gather a little bit more information on how to really, capture them, then throw them on the stake in front of the whole town, and people throw tomatoes at them. So that's the moment. That's what you look forward to. That's your happiness. Once all hope for positive blessings have been taken away, that is your hope. That is what you look forward to. That's where you find your happy place. Bombs and flames and bullets flying. I am shining my divine light. People are confused about that. Find your happy place. That didn't come with any specific little details written in a goddamn box, and nobody signed a contract or anything. So, I guess it depends on who you are. 4 wands. Is that fair? When I said that? Guess it depends on who you are. We got coming into union. There's an issue of the balance. Earlier in the reading, we've seen the Temperance Angel coming in, which indicates there needs to be a restoration of the balance. Because we're dealing with devilish people who want to control people. They want to have power over people and situations. That's the issue at hand. Are we going to go, they have me on a leash? Yes! Is that what you're saying we should do? Accept my leash and just yes, master! Yes! What should we do now, master? I should just bend over? Okay! Put it in my butt, master! I love it! Where do you draw the line? Daniello? Where do you draw the line? Let me know. Since you said you think discovering yourself is part of healing from the emotional trauma, you sound like a well-educated individual when it comes to all this. I'd love to hear in the comments where you draw the line. Yes. Where do you draw the line? When you're like this, accepting the leash, or do you wait a little longer until you're like this and you're like, wait, I'm not going to be happy about this? Or do you just never draw the line? Let me know. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, you're just curious to hear my thoughts and perspectives. All right. Good. You brought us to some good points. There are some people out there who don't know where they would draw the line when they get to that situation, or the realization that they're dealing with devilish people. Maybe I'm already at this. Maybe I'm at this, and that is why I'm not happy right now. Maybe I drew my line with somebody earlier today, and you don't see that. Maybe. So let's not be so judgmental about each other and what each other is going through. Maybe I'm handling it great because the other people that were handling the situation, they're fucking dead. They didn't even want to make it this far. Maybe I wouldn't even be playing around with a motherfucker that... Maybe I wouldn't even let a motherfucker get me this motherfucking far if I didn't know. I was like... I was going to flip him around like... My turn. Okay? Depends on who you are. That was fair now, wasn't it? We got 7 of Cups. Somebody's looking at their options right now. Somebody's very heartbroken. A Queen of Swords. At the crossroads here. Choosing independence. Choosing self. 6 of Cups. Looking back to the past and looking at things. Thinking about the things that people did and the reasons they're feeling so regretful. There's a lot of, you're right, emotional trauma kicked up and stirred up. You know what we're going to do? We're going to heal it the fuck out. That's what we're going to do. And if it takes bending your ass over, waving that shit around, and then fucking putting the motherfucker that comes up in a fucking hold, and then pulling whatever out of your fucking pants that you got going on and fucking putting it in them instead, you know what, just do that. Because I swear to God, them motherfuckers ask for it. That's what they like. That's what they love. That's what they're fiending for at the depths of their soul. Now, don't question my divine light ever the fuck again. Whoever the fuck it is in your ear, you tell them that. Don't ever the fuck again question my fucking actions when it comes to being a part of the divine army. Even though I'm a woman, they got daddy issues, I'll fucking solve them. Never know until you try. Yep. It's almost never what it seems on the surface. Question everything. Literally everything. There's most things going around here on the surface. It's an illusion. I may take a look at something way differently than you would, or our parents would. They're from another time. Younger people than us. I'm in my 30s. So people in their early adulthood, like 18, 19, they're seeing shit different. Where do we all meet in the motherfucking middle? If we're gonna look to the fairest way to be, I'd say we have to look to what we all have in common. And that's the fact we all live here on this earth. And earth brings lessons of strength, persistence, stability, survival. Anything plus, you know, that you get, that's a blessing. You level up. You start the game of life. You grow. You heal. You take on missions. You get gifted. You earn EXP. And then eventually something gets you and you die. No respawn. Okay. 8 of Wands. A lot of communication. About a divine partnership. We have the Hanged Unicorn. People stuck in limbo as we're coming into union. Because of the need to clean up the mess. It's almost like if you had a party, your parents are out of town for the weekend. You have a party on the first night they're gone. and you want to have a party the second night, but y'all didn't do any cleaning up. People are coming up and they're like, dude, that shit's still sitting out from last night. Like, don't you clean up your house? And they just leave and they go to the other guy's party. So the Hierophants are moving to calmer waters because they're the only ones safe. We got, when it comes to, you know, choosing who to give your love and support and stuff to, the Hierophants know that protecting self, protecting thy vessel is the most important of all. So if I see somebody leading me into disaster, I'm going to very quickly cut myself off from this journey with them and go back to safety. People who are worth people who are worth giving your time, energy, love, and attention to, they don't want to see you hurt. So it's easy to turn around and go back when it seems like somebody doesn't care about your well-being. We have the Magician manifesting a Tower moment. Yeah. If you're a person that foresees, and you foresee them having a Tower moment, and they're trying to tell you, oh no, no, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be alright, you're like, and you're like falling back, and as you're falling back, they're like, they walk onto the motherfucking landmine, like you heard the click, you're like, oh shit, they're like, boom, now they're on the playground, the divine battlefield of love. People are surface scratching, needing to go deeper to find out more about people portraying bad messages. When it comes to these soulmates, these people are feeling harassed. That motherfucker's looking like a piece of shit. They're making cold-ass choices. But did they really make these cold-ass choices? That's what we need to find out. We can't take certain steps towards getting the healing we motherfucking need or cleaning up this mess. We can't take certain steps without knowing certain things. If you're cleaning up a mess and it's a chemical mess, you need to know what type of chemicals to use to clean up a chemical mess, because it's bad to mix certain types of chemicals. You know? Or if you're running into a burning house because you're a firefighter, you know not to do certain things because you could make things worse. They don't know that. And they just keep doing it over and over and over again. Portraying the bad, hurtful messages. And then they act like they don't mean to come off that way. Yeah, they do. We got Capricorn. Pay attention. You may hear something in the news or significant about an issue. Somebody's a victim. Looking up after certain events take place. We got moon cycles, illusions, people planting seeds of growth. Archangel Michael, knowing somebody needs to be protected, whether or not people see what's going on or not. Like Archangel Michael stepping in to protect somebody. Because Archangel Michael knows they're in danger. And they want to fucking be like, oh no, Michael, it's not what you think. And Michael's like, cha! Demon! We have this person is highly interested in things involving evolution. Somebody's addicted to hard things and can't fucking let it go. We got time to prepare for what is to come for them. Done. Ego lessons. Sometimes saying no is a good way to protect yourself, but make sure you say yes to the proper things. Don't be closed off to good opportunities. But if you see yourself, like, if you open up to a situation and then you're getting hurt, that pull back and close it off. Yeah, oops, I was scared. Somebody can't admit their truth because their fucking truth sucks. And we have chose ignorance. Ignorance is not bliss. I don't know how many times I've said that to people and they're like, but it is. Yeah, somebody had sex with an angel, so like somebody's soul is an angel. We got group approach, pay attention, be weary of what they want because they're just trying to make devilish plans. They want power or control over people and situations. They're the type of people that'll ask you what your plans are just to fuck your plans up. They're stalkers. On a clear day, you can see through the fog. Messed up bad. Somebody's caught for doing that. Asking what somebody's plans are and then fucking up their plans. It's like they see how these three fucking dumb assholes are all three connected, and one will call and ask this question, and one will text and ask another question, then they get a bigger picture all together. Fuck sad. Nobody, people don't like that shit. They're fucking sneaky. They don't have good intentions. They have not mastered the energy of the snake. The snake, the serpent position is very hard to master. Like, think about Adam and Eve. The serpent told them, don't do this. Okay? And then they were like, after the serpent went away, they're like, I don't know, why did that guy just tell them not to do that? I think we should do it. And then Adam's like, yeah, let's do it. And then what happened? They fucking point the finger, started a whole fucking bunch of drama and shit going on still too today. They want to point the finger at the fucking serpent, but the serpent told them, don't fucking do that. They want to act like he put this temptation there for them. No, God fucking put this shit here. God put this temptation here. God just told me to tell you. That's the energy of a serpent. They don't guide people appropriately. There's nothing holy about their serpent position. They're just a fucking snake. But yeah, be still for a moment. They're fucking screaming. They're pathetic. It's like some fucking children that fucking hear something cool and then they repeat that shit. And then you hear them repeating it. And you're like, do you guys even know what that means? And then you tell them what it actually means and they're like, oh, you know what, that's not even that cool. I mean, to the right person, that information or whatever is cool. But to them, it's not. It's like I said earlier, they open the fucking Christmas presents like God has a motherfucking... Imagine God's your dad and the universe is your mom, and they went to the spiritual store and they bought some gifts specifically for you because they knew you would love this stuff and you would adore this stuff. However, your fucking trash ass brother or sister sneaks out underneath the fucking tree, opens that shit up, and there's like, that's what they got. And they fucking like play with it, fucking like break it, and they're like, oh shit, I broke it. So, put it back in the box really quick, wrap it back up, and then you like open it up and you're like, oh no, I love this. Yeah, you're all excited. You're like, oh no, it's broken though. You're like, Mom, Dad, it's broken. Why would you give me a broken toy? And they're like, it's broken, honey? Really? I swear, it wasn't. Then they go have their little sidebar conversation. They're like, I swear when we put it in there, it wasn't broken. And then they're like, yeah, honey, I seen you wrapped it up. And when you put it in there, it wasn't broken. I don't know what happened. Then they start asking the trash-ass brothers and sisters. You know, they let the Christmas morning ride out, and then later they come back and they're like, which one of you was fucking opening the presents and broke that fucking gift? And all of them are like, not me. I didn't do that. No. Why don't you do? And then one of them's like, why don't you just take it back and replace it and get a new one? And they're like, that's the fucking one that did it. We got someone needs time to heal when it comes to love. Recent breakup and feeling down. So sad, hurt, and bitter, and cold, and shit. Somebody's power hungry. While somebody's fucking hurt and, you know, living the shelter life, they don't want to see anybody. Somebody's stepping up into their power hungry position that they fucking fought their goddamn way to the front for, to be like, I want to help, when they're the fucking reason. We got bad bosses. Don't give a fuck. Fishing for drama. Expect epicness. Bills due. Oh, poor little thingy thing in the corner crying because they gotta go through his breakup and the bills are due. The devil's real. Fuck that bitch, whoever the fuck that bitch is. If we don't do anything about that shit, nothing's gonna happen. Somebody's like, oh wait, stop. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Because I look horrible while I was trying to look the best. Self-celebration. You feel like you win in a situation. Manifested it. Their own personal fucking goals of destroying everything to get their fucking own fucking goals fulfilled. We got swingers. Do it for you. It watches from the dark. Aggressive messages being received. Walking away because they are seeing now that somebody is being a light to them. You know, they're trying to make it look a certain fucking way, but reality fucking hits and everything's fucking like a fucking 8.8 goddamn earthquake happened, and there's about to be a tsunami in fucking Hawaii. Right? Well, we'll leave that there. Have a great night, guys. Stay safe. Bye.